Hey everyone, it's Lily, your CoolRiceBunnies, and Womier was kind enough to send me the WK61 keyboard, so today I'm going to review it and mod it in today's video. Currently, it's on sale for about $39 USD and comes in this Tiffany blue color, black, and a lighter glacier blue color, which I'm actually quite a big fan of. Inside the box, there is a user manual, USB-C cable, switch puller, keycap puller, and extra keycaps. This is a wired 60% layout keyboard with 24 keys and a semi-translucent look with put-in keycaps. The extra keycaps and novelties come in this super bright reddish orange color to customize the board to your heart's desire. The bottom of the board has 4 rubber feet, and even though the case is semi-translucent on the bottom, it does not come with RGB underglow. However, there are 19 preset backlit color modes that are fully customizable, but the software only works with Windows computers and not Macs. The put-in keycaps are nice in color, but they are not the best quality or thickest keycaps I own, and I will be replacing them in this video. It does come with a hot-swappable PCB that can be used with 3 or 5 pin switches, further allowing you to customize the board however you like. And inside the board are red Otomu switches. These are linear switches and are comparable to Cherry MX Reds, but are more affordable and a bit lesser in quality. It definitely helps with the budget price of this board, and the translucent housing also helps the RGB really shine through. The stabilizers are a bit rattly straight out of the box and do come factory lubed, but they would definitely benefit a lot from a few modifications. Here's a little sound preview. So yeah, it's not the best, but hey, it's a $40 keyboard, and I think we could do a few things to it to make it sound much better. The case is fairly hollow, and that's to be expected since it doesn't come with any dampening foam, but we can fix that. Since this is a compact board, it doesn't come with designated arrow keys. Pressing FN plus the I key will turn the I, J, K, and L keys into the arrow keys, which I think is inconvenient and not good for someone who needs to be able to type and navigate through text simultaneously. So if you're someone like me who codes or navigates through Excel docs, this might not be a good keyboard for you. To start modding this keyboard, I had to unscrew the 6 screws first and let my hamster hold on to them. Isn't he cute? Once that's done, I took out the plate and PCB and disconnected the daughter board, which is screwed into the bottom case with 2 screws. To help with the hollowness of the board, I'm going to be doing a silicone pour. This is the brand of silicone mold maker I'm using, and it just needs to be combined in 2 equal parts. This has to be done by weight, so I mix together about 75 grams of each part together for 5 minutes as the instructions stated. Since the case sits at an angle, I had to level it out with a piece of poster putty, and then I started to pour. I should also mention I did block off the hole for the USB-C port with some masking tape so the silicone wouldn't leak out. What's nice about the silicone is that it degasses by itself, so you can see all the little bubbles rising to the surface and popping. After about 3 hours, the silicone had set and was okay to touch. Just gotta take off the masking tape and voila, you're left with a perfectly fitted silicone dampener. Okay, so it's not perfect yet. I had to cut out some silicone so I could screw back on the daughter board, but you get the idea. To make the keyboard sound more poppy, I'm going to be doing the Tempest tape mod. You basically just cover the back of the PCB with a couple of layers of masking tape. I went with 3 layers. You also need to remember to leave some holes for the screws to go back through later, so I marked mine with a marker and then punched them out with a hole punch. together, and you're done. So earlier, when I was removing the clip-in stabilizers, I got factory lube all over my hands and forgot to record that process, so we're just skipping to me disassembling them. What I usually do with stabilizers is take them apart, clean off all the factory lube, and then clip off the bottom feet of the stabilizers so it can sit as flat as possible. I will also sand them down so they're flatter. Then I'll lube the stabilizers with Krytox 205G0 and dip the wires into dielectric grease. If you're new to all of this, I'll link a video in the description box that goes much more in depth for this process. After the stabilizer has been lubed and tuned, it's time to add some new switches. I still wanted this to be a budget board, so I went with the Akko Matcha green switches. Out of all the switches I've purchased so far, these have got to be the nicest packaged switches I have seen. And I didn't get a chance to film or lube them in this video, so you'll be hearing them stock in the typing test. For keycaps, I wanted to stick with the blue theme and went with these ice crystal keycaps with an OEM profile. They look beautiful with the RGB and give a nice satisfying clack sound. Now to finish assembling the board. As mentioned before, the board does come with 19 preset light modes, and you can customize the colors and macros. One thing I don't like is how there isn't a straightforward option to turn off the lights. If you want to turn them off, you have to go through all 19 modes or turn the brightness all the way down. Other than that, the colors are beautiful and some of the modes are really nice looking. I'll end this video with a few typing tests, and you can find my full review of this keyboard in the description box below. Do let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!